Hey everybody, welcome to Brilliant Frugal Living. Shout outs from everybody here in Studio B as we connect with our 200 plus stations coast to coast via the BizTalk Radio and BBS Radio networks. Greetings to you all. This week's show is brought to you by our caring sponsors at Elite Rehab, because everyone knows a family that's fighting the effects of today's substance abuse epidemic. I use that word deliberately. I feel like that's where we're at this point. And if someone you care about needs help, pick up the phone. Help is waiting. Call the professionals at 800-932-4082. That's 800-932-4082. Help the ones you care about. Put that chapter behind them. 800-932-4082. So we are looking gorgeous out here. It is a beautiful fall here in the Philadelphia area. And I say that because it is freakishly warm, which I adore. I could take another 6 months of this. But we got the holidays coming up. We've got all kinds of fun stuff coming up. And one of the things I've been asked about, especially as all the kids and the grandkids are getting back in school, now the summer's out, I've been asked a lot of times to do a show or at least a few segments on side hustles. We have got this unbelievable low employment rate. People are out there working like crazy. They're putting all their, it's wonderful to see the energy of this low unemployment rate, I should say, is phenomenal. It's so energizing. And people like the fact that we are in an economy where you can pretty much make all the money you want to make. You just have to be able to put your time into it. So I've been asked a lot about side hustles, and I'm being asked specifically for realistic, smart, proven, easy to ramp up side hustles that people can now sneak into their day, into their evenings, into the late night if they want to. People are hungry to really take full possession and control of their financial situation, and they're smelling all the money available out there, and they want to put their free time and kind of change it in for a little bit of cha-ching, and I could not be more excited about that. In no particular order, people were sending me all kinds of stuff. I did some checking on my own, and we've got a great list of these various things that people are really leaning into. Because side hustle's clearly a serious jam for people these days. We're hearing from more than one. People in the millennial age, people in people who are retirees, and they have brought in easily 5 figures from just their side jam. And I'm loving that, because that's a side hustle's anything. People, what's a side hustle? I'm getting the look. A side hustle is anything you do to make extra money outside your full-time job. And I'm telling you, anyone can go out these days and make a few extra $100 a week on the side, which can make a tremendous difference when it comes to pummeling those credit card bills to a zero balance, when it comes to skyrocketing that savings you want to do for, say, a down payment on a house, or you want to buy a car with cash. You get the point. So the biggest ones I'm hearing about, and this is pretty interesting. Obviously, the standard bearers right now are things like Uber and Lyft. I'm hearing some great pro and con stories with this, but the vast majority, it's pro. No matter where you're living, chances are excellent there's going to be a market for you to go in there and start doing some Ubering. So check out the website, think about the training, think about what they're asking for, see if your day can accommodate that kind of thing, and have some fun with it. Here's what I liked. I like this side hustle mindset because we're talking about things like walking dogs. We're talking about shoveling snow, making deliveries, becoming some kind of a consultant, or babysitting or mowing lawns. Here's where you can scale it up. In this day and age where, for better or for worse, we've got a 24-hour workday, it seems sometimes. I want you to think about this side hustle in a means in which you pick one that's scalable. What do I mean? Here's what I mean. You think about the people out there that are animal lovers, and they're going to match up with people who have pets at home while they're working, and they're thinking about being a dog walker. Well, that's great. Dog walking can make you some money. What can make you a lot more money? Launching a dog walking service in which you are then subcontracting out people, and you get your bite of it. They get a little bit of pay, and everybody's a winner, and you scale it into something truly significant. If you're driving for Lyft or for Uber, Think about launching some sort of a company of your own in which you are managing the Lyft or Uber people. Shoveling snow, the same thing. Yes, you can go out and shovel snow. You can get the blade for your pickup. You can do whatever else. Think about if you were to employ or subcontract out all of these various driveways and sidewalks and such, and you were the one in charge of it. Think about how you can scale this kind of thing up. Making deliveries. Now, I've heard pros and cons regarding this. They're thinking more like not like a FedEx or a UPS or competing with them, but rather as a courier service. And that seemed interesting to me because, again, yes, there is serious money in getting a package from point A to point B as quickly as possible, but there's only so much you can do on your own. Now, if you were a courier, yeah, you'd be bringing in some extra bucks. If you were to team up with some competent, capable, well-behaved people and you become their subcontractor for this kind of thing, all the more money that you can make. You can see where I'm going with this. Now, personally, yeah, my work is in radio, but honestly, one of my producers at a past station turned me on to the idea of doing voiceover work. And I was thinking, you know what, it's a little slow. I have, we have the show one day a week. Maybe I look into it. I am here to tell you it has been profitable beyond my wildest dreams. And it's something that I can do. I bring up because this is important. I can do that side hustle of voiceover work because I already have a fully functional, sophisticated studio in my home studio at home. So I can do this kind of work at 3 a.m. if I can't sleep. I can do it while the kids are at school. I can do it in between interviews. I already have everything set up for that. So if you already have your home set up for, you name it, you've got the computer set up, you're great at doing resumes for people, you're great at helping people interview, you're great at helping people as some sort of a consultant type thing, and you already have the infrastructure set up to make it happen for other people easily. Like, I didn't have to purchase a home studio to start my voiceover work. It was already here thanks to a profitable radio show. Think about the kind of systems you already have set up. Maybe it's for a daycare in which you can then hire extra people and take on extra kids. The biggest side hustles that people are talking about, proven, easier to do, I can't say easier, but profitable, and they already have the infrastructure set up to do it. I am loving all this. How much money can you make side hustling? The people who got back to me are saying it's relatively easy, their words, not mine, to bring in at least an extra $1,000 to $2,000 per month side hustling in just your first few months. Then if you keep at it, you're looking for opportunities to grow, you can realistically, some of these side hustles, I'm talking about the resume writing, I'm talking about the daycare workers, I'm talking about the lawn care in the summer and snow shoveling in the winter. They are making tens of thousands of dollars a month in side hustle. Now, the best side hustles here they're talking about, and this is something I have to look into because more than one person mentioned this. Running Facebook ads and digital marketing campaigns, all right? The person who sent me this has worked as an SEO and digital marketing consultant for over 10 years. All right, so he knows what he's talking about. He says that this has been by far his most successful side hustle as a digital marketing consultant. He specialized in running Google ads, Facebook ad campaigns, and he said he used to make $10,000 a month running Facebook ads, and it's never been easier to do anywhere. So think about that. Look into it. Next up, I love how this is all over the map. Concert and event ticket reselling. Okay, side hustle revenue potential, $100,000 or more. Think about things like StubHub. Look this stuff up. If any of this is hey, I could get into that. Start Googling this. There are YouTube videos everywhere and stuff that I never would have even thought of, you guys. More than one person is sending me stuff. Get this, domain reselling. Investing in domains, one of the easiest side hustles. Who knew? There's no other place where you can get a 1,000% plus return on your money. And this guy buys and sells them at a $400 plus profit regularly and has been doing so for over 10 years, anywhere between $400 to $3,000. Says one huge driver of the price increases is, of course, the growth of WordPress, and as buying websites has gotten easier, more people have been able to shell out the big bucks. So when it comes to domain reselling, this person's talking about how they've made over six figures doing it. Unbelievable. This next one grabbed me because this is something of tremendous interest to me. Launching a profitable blog, because you can actually make money blogging. A blog that this gentleman does currently makes over $10,000 per month on advertising and affiliate revenue. All right, what are we all doing wrong here? So if you want to dive deeper, Google it, start looking at some YouTube videos on it. And this is money that he has to do nothing to get. Readers just read, they sometimes click, and then sometimes they sign up or try a service at no cost to them. And apparently that's something that's growing out there. So if you have a side hustle, something that you are passionate about, you want to start blogging about it, start Googling the best and highest rated click per ads or, pay per click ads out there and make it happen. People are talking about 6-figure plus salaries doing it. I love this. Next up, a website building and maintenance. WordPress website building and maintenance. Let me tell you something. WordPress is very impressive to me. It's a way you can build websites for people who aren't really comfortable building websites. And if you have a flair for building websites, great design, that kind of thing, think long and hard about going on a site like Fiverr and putting up your own little banner about how you can build websites, and you will find the world will beat a path to your door. More after this.